Breaking on 4 News now at 6, 2 people are dead and Trent Avenue shut down in East Spokane. We have a crew on the scene of a 3-car accident working to get you the latest information.
The heat returns with a vengeance starting this weekend. I'll let you know how hot it's going to get and tell you about a weather alert day.
The woman accused of setting Sunset Hill on fire tells police she set more fires in Spokane Valley. We'll explain what helped police track her down. You're watching 4 News now at 6. We continue to follow breaking news in East Spokane tonight. A deadly crash has shut down Trent Avenue. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kirsten O'Connor.
And I'm Aaron Luna. Spokane Police is asking everyone to avoid the area. The crash happened where Mission merges with Trent. That was around 3:30 today. That's in front of the Trent shelter. Police have a large area of Trent blocked off. Rania Kaur is at the scene to tell us what she has learned from officers so far. Rania.
Aaron, Kirsten, a man has been taken into custody on suspicion of a DUI. Trent Avenue from Fancher Road through Havana Street is closed right now. We do know that a Ford Explorer, was pulling onto Trent, attempting to go east. That's when a car traveling westbound hit that car. The driver and the passenger of that car going westbound are killed in this crash. A utility truck was trying to avoid the collision and its impact was also caught. A man is, again, taken into custody for a suspicion of a DUI. Major Crimes is investigating. Now, the STA bus route will be affected. Text notifications have gone to people in the area. Once again, Trent Avenue from Fancher Road through Havana Street is closed right now, and Spokane Police expects it'll be closed for the next several hours and are asking everyone to avoid the area. If you're trying to avoid this collision, your best option is to go via Broadway Avenue. Of course, we'll continue to bring you the latest on this crash. For now, sending it back in studio.
Rania, thank you. More breaking news here tonight. This is the woman who was arrested for intentionally starting multiple fires in the West Hills last week. Vicki Smith is now facing multiple first-degree arson charges. In addition to the West Hills fires, Smith told police that she also started multiple fires in the Dishman Hills area.
In total, Smith admitted to starting 8 wildfires in one day, forcing hundreds of families from their homes and an urgent response from fire crews. Our Jordan Smith joins us live now from the West Hills neighborhood, and he has more on how police pointed to Smith as a suspect with the help of a neighbor who was evacuated. Jordan.
Well, there is a lot to unpack in this investigation. Vicki Smith says that she started these fires because she was upset with the Spokane housing crisis. She also says she started them because God told her to. And as arson investigators were searching for a potential suspect, one neighbor here in the West Hills found a woman in her backyard.
Hours after evacuating her home of 30 years, Sydney Miraglia returned home.
We decided to come back right around 8 o'clock.
While in her front yard, an arson investigator was making the rounds, asking for them to report anything suspicious.
And told me to be on the lookout for someone who might be coming down through the golf course into this neighborhood. And I have a gate to the 17th green.
Cindy and her husband then took the long walk to her backyard.
My husband and I walked up here and heard some rustling in the bushes. So we look over the fence and the woman is right there.
In a field of dry fuels, there was Vicki Smith.
I believe I heard the clicking of a lighter, and that's when she said, "Oh yeah, I'm just smoking pot."
Cindy immediately called 911 and escorted the woman out of the field. Cindy tried to get a hold of the arson investigator, but after multiple attempts, she was told that the woman that she was with didn't match the description of the suspect they were looking for. But she snapped this photo and passed it along to investigators. The next day, police responded to a trespassing call near downtown. The subject was Vicki Smith. She repeatedly asked if she was going to be arrested for the fires, saying she should go to prison for starting them. She also said there would be no more fires because it was no longer August 3rd, which investigators believe to be associated with the graffiti messages threatening to burn down Spokane under a viaduct on Post Street. But the officers at the time weren't aware of the fire investigation and escorted her to a homeless shelter. Officers later reviewed security camera footage of Post Street, determining the graffiti to be set by a woman who matched the photo taken by Cindy the day before. Police say they were able to track down Vicki on the west side of the state after contacting her through email. she's expected to be extradited back to Spokane.
And Cindy says she's grateful that the arson inspector came by when he did, because otherwise they might not have found Vicky near their backyard. In the meantime, Spokane police say that even though Smith admitted to starting the Dishman Hills fires, that's still under investigation. They can't confirm quite yet that that was her. More details are expected to be released as this investigation continues. For now, reporting near the West Hills neighborhood, I'm Jordan Smith, 4 News Now.
Jordan, thank you. We alerted everyone who has notifications on the 4 News Now app about the breaking updates on the arson suspect. Download the app now so you don't miss out on the stories that are important to you. Rescuers in Maui are scrambling to find missing people who may be trapped by fire still burning across the island. At least 67 people have been killed, and officials warn that number will likely go up.
I couldn't even make it across the street because the pavement was so hot, and now I have second-degree burns on the bottom of my feet.
The people in the landscape of western Maui are forever changed. See their new challenges as rescuers continue to search, coming up at 6:30. Summer's not yet over. We're in for some hot temperatures next week.
Yeah, some of the hottest we've seen heating up over the weekend. Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker has your first alert forecast.
Well, we do have an excessive heat watch, but it doesn't go into effect until Monday, continues until Thursday of next week. The hottest weather on the way right now looks to be Tuesday, and that is why we have a weather alert day for Tuesday for the entire inland Northwest. We are going to be close to the triple digits, if not higher, on Tuesday. Now, in the meantime, it is a beautiful Friday evening right now. It is 83 in Spokane, 83 in Coeur d'Alene. Temperatures today actually topping out a little below average, but our warming trend does kick off tomorrow. So in the meantime, enjoy temperatures dropping into the 60s by 11 o'clock, winds less than 10 miles per hour, and clear skies. I'll let you know how hot it is going to be this weekend, and throw out some pretty impressive numbers for next week. That's coming up in the 7-day forecast. Kirsten?
We're all listening. Thank you, Chris. The Kootenai County Sheriff's Office is investigating the death of an 82-year-old man who was found floating in the water. Deputies responded to Higgins Point yesterday afternoon for a call about a sailboat that had washed ashore. When they arrived, they found the body of John Ryan face down in the water. Deputies say it appears he was the only person who had been on board that boat. Well, local leaders have long been trying to tackle the housing crisis here in the inland Northwest.
While housing costs have risen in Washington and Idaho, both have taken very different approaches to solving them. That's why this Sunday we're devoting a half an hour of our newscast on how we got here, what's being done to address the problems, and how some in our area have taken matters into their own hands to try and make housing more affordable. Join us here on 4 News Now Sunday, August 13th at 6:30 to learn more about these solutions that are in the works right now. A new ordinance that was vetoed will stall the removal of a statue some members of the community have been fighting to take down for years.
We're introducing that lens into a process that already exists, whereby determinations are being made about the historical significance of buildings, landmarks, and other locations is the right way to do it.
We'll hear how the community feels about this decision. Stick around. That's coming up on 4 News Now at 6:30. We'll be right back.
4 News Now on your time with Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
26 years strong. I'm your man, Steve Harvey. Woo! Let's get it on. Name something from the kitchen the lovers might bring into the bedroom.
Spatula?
A spatula. Yay!
Get ready for the momentous summer sale event at Adams Tractor. For a limited time only, we're slashing prices on top-of-the-line Toro and Gravely mowers. Whether you need a residential, commercial, zero-turn, or walk-behind mower, we've got you covered. And the savings, they're out of this world. Enjoy discounts of up to $1,500 off. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to transform your lawn. Visit Adams Tractor today and make your summer momentous. Adams Tractor, your trusted partner for all your lawn needs.
Is the heat unbearable? Don't sweat it. Call Bill's Heating and AC, the area's ultimate cooling experts. Experience the highest efficiencies with top quality equipment that will keep you cool while saving on energy costs. And get it all with a lowest price guarantee. Trust the largest and most reliable HVAC company in the area with over 2,000 5-star reviews. Call Bill's Heating and AC to beat the heat and schedule your free estimate today.
Hot Tub. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2023 inventory. Today through Sunday. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. New 2023 inventory. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. Come see the revolutionary swim spa in action and save up to 60%. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Worry-free installation. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
You'll find bright lights and rodeo nights at this year's Sanders County Fair and Rodeo in Plains, Montana, Labor Day weekend, August 31st through September 3rd. Bring the whole family for the best country fair around, right on the scenic Clark Fork River, where admission is always free. The Sanders County Fair is all about delicious food, creative displays, 4-H animals, a wonderful carnival, exciting rodeo action, and the carnage at the Clark Fork Demo Derby. Plan to make great family memories on the greenest grass in Montana, Labor Day weekend at the Sanders County Fair and Rodeo in Plains.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team and Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on the next task. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXLY.com to nominate it. 4 News Now Extreme Team brought to you by Horizon Credit Union.
Well, a group of kids spent the day outside the Northeast Youth Center selling lemonade, hoping to raise money to go on a couple of special field trips.
And our Mark Peterson, the 4 News Now Extreme Team, and the KXLY Radio Group were a little thirsty today.
I'm going to pay a lot for the Huckleberry.
He had a plan. A man
certainly
with a
did.
plan. The lemonade stand is run by the kids and teachers from the center. And this year, the end of summer field trips are Triple Play Family Fun Park for the older kids, while the younger kids will go to Chuck E. Cheese. It's a dream come true. It was my favorite place to go as a kid. Ray Anderson works at the youth center and says it's all about helping the kids.
We have some kids that need to be here because we have single parents and stuff like that, and they don't have any place else to go, so they bring them here to us and we take care of them.
Marking the Extreme Team, along with KXLY Radio Group, paid $1,000 for a cup of Huckleberry lemonade. Mark has a plan. Sometimes he doesn't have a plan, and he just wings it, which that's the Mark I know. And we'd like to thank everyone who stopped and bought a cup from the kids today.
I love those kids there. Well, tomorrow is going to be a high of 88 degrees, which is seasonably warm. A few clouds drifting through in the morning, otherwise mostly sunny skies. It's going to get a lot hotter in the 7-day forecast. In fact, more than 10 degrees hotter. I'll explain after the break.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Craig Swap & Associates.
We all know Spokane seasons. Winter, fake spring, second winter, construction, surface of the sun, and now smoke season. Keep your home smoke-free. Breathe easy all year. Holiday heating, cooling, and electric. Your air quality experts.
Hi, this is Noah Begay III, PGA Tour member and Golf Channel broadcaster. I'm here to tell you about sponsorship opportunities for the Circling Raven Championship, the women's professional tournament presented by KXLY 4 News. It will feature more than 150 rising stars from 30 countries. For sponsors, it's an ideal way to empower youth, women, and Native Americans through the game of golf. For more information, visit cdacasino.com or call 800-523-2464. I'll see you there.
This is a game changer. With ever-increasing prices, it was starting to look like our budget would be tight forever. But then, we signed up for a dividend-earning Kasasa checking account from Canopy Credit Union. Now, treats are back in the budget. We get up to 4.07% annual percentage yield on up to $25K. That's up to $84 of extra cash. We went from watching every penny to saying yes to more fun and more freedom. Learn more at canopycu.com. Limits and conditions apply.
92.9 CZU. CZU.
We all know Spokane seasons. Winter, fake spring, second winter, construction, surface of the sun, and now smoke season. Keep your home smoke-free. Breathe easy all year. Holiday heating, cooling, and electric. Your air quality experts.
We open up the ET Vault to celebrate 50 years of hip-hop.
Watch ET because it's ready to rock.
Your favorite artists then and now.
I was 9 years old when I began rapping.
Really? Next ET.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Entertainment Tonight at 7:30.
Start your day with Good Morning Northwest and
Good Morning America.
Ooh, it's a gorgeous Friday evening, 83 degrees, sunny in Coeur d'Alene. Where are all the people? Must already be at the lake. We don't count the number of lake weekends on one hand. School will be back before you know it. In Spokane right now, it's 83 degrees. Boy, just a few high clouds. Otherwise, just a crystal clear sky. It's going to be clear tonight, 57 degrees for an overnight low. A few clouds drifting through in the early morning. I'll show you that in just a minute. So we'll be partly to mostly sunny tomorrow. High temperature of 88 degrees. Our warming trend continues. Here's our forecast radar starting off at our current time. Clear skies this evening. We do have some clouds that will be dropping in. Here's 3 a.m. Nothing coming out of those clouds. Now the computer model latest run wants to bring a few sprinkles down on the Palouse at 5 a.m. before we clear out across the entire region. I would be very surprised if you get even a drop of rain overnight in the Palouse area, but I just wanted to show you what the computer model is indicating. We have very dry air at the surface, virga if anything. Here's our weather patterns starting tomorrow. But a northwesterly flow that's going to allow those clouds to drift through, but high pressure is building in a big way starting Sunday. Sunny skies, temperatures in the 90s, and then really taking hold next week. Our excessive heat watch goes into effect Monday, and it looks like our warming trend may peak on Tuesday, close to 100 degrees, very close to 100 degrees. Overnight lows tonight will be down in the 50s and 60s. One of the last nights that you'll be able to really open up the windows and cool down the house, because we're heating things up tomorrow in the 90s in many locations. Omak, Grand Coulee, Moses Lake, 95 degrees in Lewiston. We'll be in the 80s in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. Here is a look at your planning forecast. Tomorrow we'll have those few clouds in the morning, and then we are mostly clear through the entire 7-day forecast and getting hotter. 99 degrees on Tuesday. That is why we've declared it a weather alert day. Want to keep you safe from that excessive heat. You start hydrating now. That is the key, keeping yourself hydrated, and that can build over several days. So as you're out and about this weekend, keep in mind it is going to be very hot next week. Kirsten.
Thank you, Chris. And there's a reason that it's 99. On the 7-day forecast. There's been plenty of hot weather this year, but there's a big difference compared to the past few summers.
For the first time since 2019, there's a real chance that Spokane doesn't hit 100 degrees. New at 6 o'clock, meteorologist Matt Gray is going to break down the data to see how close we could get to the hundreds next week.
Well, the answer is real close. Okay, I'm out of here. No, just kidding. In our 7-day forecast, we've stayed away from putting 100 on the board, and there's a good reason. There just hasn't been enough support for it yet. Here's the most likely range where our high temperatures will be over the next week. Now, Tuesdays, you can see, stands out pretty clear as the day to watch. But even then, the range of possible high temperatures still on the bigger side for only 4 days away. Now, the reason why, there is a little bit of uncertainty on exactly how strong this heat wave is going to be in our part of the country. All right, here's the setup. A huge dome of heat building off of our coast over the next 4 days, like Chris just showed you, and that is going to bake everything south of Puget Sound in rare upper 90s and low 100s heat, even some upper 100s as you work your way down to Medford. Further east, we are going to be closer to the edge of this heat in the inland northwest, which means the strength of this thing is going to make a big difference. If it's a little weaker, we hit the upper 90s on Tuesday, but that's it. We've seen that before this year. But if things are a little bit stronger, stronger. We are talking 99 plus for Tuesday. And if we do hit 100, it is going to be fairly unusual that our first 100-degree day will come so late in the summer. In fact, there's only been 5 years since records here started in 1881, where the first 100-degree day of the year was on August 15th or later. In other words, most of the time, if we hadn't hit 100 before mid-August, it usually didn't happen. Because of how late in the summer it is, there is some good news here, even if we do hit 100 next week. It's also extremely unlikely that we're going to repeat what happened over the last 2 years. Each of those had a record 6 days of triple-digit heat, and Spokane has never had a 100-degree day in September, and there's only 3 weeks to go. So even if we do hit those triple digits, there's a positive there.
Yeah, there is a big positive there. Thank you, Matt. And if you love in-depth forecasting and discussions of the science behind the weather, you can get stories like the one that you just heard sent to your inbox every week. You can sign up for Matt Gray's weather newsletter, The Brainstorm, on KXLY.com.
Coming up on 4 News Now.
Kindergartners were going to the bathroom on the bus because they were there for so long.
A school busing meltdown in Kentucky. Students not getting home until their bedtimes. Parents' concerns and why classes were canceled next.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
You could win $10,000 cash. Mystic Quad Casino Hotel in Chewelah is giving away $10,000 cash to lucky grand prize winners on 2 Saturdays. Saturday, August 12th, and again on Saturday, August 26th. $10,000 cash to each grand prize winner. Will it be you? Drawings start at 6 p.m. Play your favorite games and earn entries to win. Learn more at MysticQuad.com.
This summer, GMA's popping up all across the country, spreading sunshine and summertime fun in the morning. It's GMA's Rise and Shine Summer Tour.
Rise and shine.
Rise and shine. Just wait till you see where we are next week.
There's something unusual about doing business with Idaho Central Credit Union. It's not something you can put your finger on. It's not something you can copy and mass produce. It's just the Idaho way. And that's the way we partner with your business. Welcome to Business Unusual, where how you do business is how we do business. Idaho Central Credit Union. Your business is our purpose.
As wildfire season approaches, don't let bad air quality infiltrate your home. With air scrubbers from Bill's Heating and AC, you can protect your loved ones from harmful particles and allergens. Our state-of-the-art air scrubbers utilize advanced technology to purify the air in your home. And for a limited time, you can get an air scrubber installed for only $795. Don't miss out on this incredible offer. Call Bill's Heating and AC today and experience the joy of pure, fresh air in your home.
Hot Tub, Hot Tub, Hot Tub. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2023 inventory. Today through Sunday, Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. New 2023 inventory. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. Come see the revolutionary swim spa in action and save up to 60%. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Worry-free installation. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
This week on Svengoolie,
I identified the poison as that of a scorpion.
Ew, I hope it's not a big one.
It's a gigantic scorpion!
Well, that settles that. It's the Black Scorpion on the next Svengoolie.
Saturday night at 8 on MeTV 4.2.
4 News Now is brought to you by Mystic Walk Casino Hotel in Chewelah.
Around the nation, school is in session, although for Kentucky's largest district, classes were canceled because of a school bus meltdown.
All week, parents were waiting hours for their kids to be bused home after school, with the latest arrival just before 10 p.m.
Kindergartners were going to the bathroom on the bus because they were there for so long. There were kids sitting in cafeterias until well after 7:30.
My child did not get home until 8 o'clock. She got home at 8 o'clock because I had to go to the bus depot to pick her up as well.
The problem is the major changes the school district made since last year, citing bus driver shortages, spending $200,000 on a firm that cut routes and stops. But to some parents, the changes seem to have made things worse, saying the superintendent's transportation plan flat out failed.
There are bus drivers that are crying as they come in and they're leaving, apologizing, and I don't believe it's their fault.
It's project management. Like, if this is your project, this is your job, this is what you get paid to do. And if it's anyone, I feel like you fell under the ball a little bit.
The bus drivers are spending the canceled school days practicing routes and making changes, but parents are worried Monday will be another dismal day for student drop-offs. If you missed the Keller Ferry because it was out of service today for a mechanical issue, WashDOT says it should be fixed, tested, and returned to service this evening. Good news. And coming up on 4 News Now at 6:30, the removal of a controversial Spokane statue is stalled. Find out why some have been fighting to take it down for years.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
When I think of a mortgage advisor, I think of someone who is not approachable or friendly. But then we went to BECU and I met Lauren. She was like, this is how you buy a home. BECU changed my life and my family's life.
Put your mind on island time and join Spokane Valley Summer Theater for the biggest party of the summer, the regional premiere of Jimmy Buffett's Escape to Margaritaville, running through August 20th at University High School Theater. Tickets at sbsummertheater.com or 509-368-7897.
Do you have property damage? Burke's Restoration provides full-service emergency response for residential and commercial disasters. Wind damage? Burke's can handle that. Is flooding your problem? Burke's Restoration knows just what to do. Fire or smoke damage? Call Burke's today. You didn't plan on a disaster, but you have a choice on who restores it. Choose the best. Burke's Restoration takes care of fire, smoke, wind, or water damage and more. Tell your insurance company you choose Burke's Restoration. Call or click today.
At Findlay Downtown Toyota, we have some of the best inventory we've had in years, including an entire city block full of used recent trade-ins, lease returns, and special purchases. Plus, all vehicles come with a 3-month, 3,000-mile warranty. And if you're looking for a new truck, SUV, or Camry, Toyota's got new inventory rolling in with great financing options. So make it a summer to remember and stop by Findlay Downtown Toyota today.
Save thousands on the new revolutionary swim spa at a one-time sale. Today through Sunday. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Exercise with low impact. Swim the entire year and stay in shape. Teach your kids to swim. Unwind and save thousands. Avoid the expense and maintenance involved with a pool. Swim, exercise, and relax in your new aquatic exercise swim spa. Installation in 1 day only. New 2023 inventory. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
For BECU Credit Union members, freedom means free checking with no monthly maintenance fees and no minimum balance requirement. And it means access to your money whenever, wherever, with over 30,000 surcharge-free co-op network ATMs nationwide. So join us at BECU.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
We go back to breaking news we've been following since 5 o'clock. 2 people were killed in a crash on Trent this afternoon.
And we know that a man's been arrested on suspicion of DUI. Police have a large area surrounding the crash blocked off. If you look at the map on your screen, you can see it's near Trent and Havana, and they're saying everyone should avoid that area. Our Rania Kaur has been there tonight getting more information for you. We go live to her now.
Aaron, Kirsten, we're a little bit a ways from the crash, which is back over there. We do know that a man is taken into custody on suspicion of DUI. He is suspected to be driving a Ford Explorer. That car, when it was coming onto Trent Avenue, hit another car going westbound on Trent. Both the driver and the passenger of the car going westbound on Trent Avenue have been killed. We know that a third car, a utility truck, got involved in this crash as an effort to try to avoid it and its impact. That we don't have an update on the condition of that driver. Now, we do know that Fancher Road through Havana Street on Trent Avenue is closed. All lanes are blocked. Spokane police are still investigating and Major Crimes Unit is on scene. We do expect this road to be closed for the next several hours. Again, Spokane police are asking you avoid Trident Avenue from Fancher Road through Havana Street. Your best option is to go through Broadway Avenue if you're looking for a detour. Again, we'll continue to keep you updated on this story tonight on KXLY 4 News Nightside and on our website at KXLY.com. Sending it back to you in studio, I'm Rania Kaur, 4 News Now.
Thank you, Rania. The John R. Monahan statue has been in downtown Spokane for more than 100 years. It's a monument that includes racist language. The Pacific Islander community says it's painful to see and have been fighting to take it down for about 3 years. Spokane City Council passed an ordinance that created a process to review the removal of certain landmarks some community members feel are offensive. Mayor Woodward disagreed with their decision and vetoed it.
This ordinance came about because of concerns over the John R. Monahan statue downtown. Monahan was a U.S. sailor from Spokane, and he was sent to destroy Samoan villages and kill the natives there. In 1899, racist language is also written on his statue. And our Marissa Rio spoke with the community and city officials today about these concerns. Marissa?
The ordinance wouldn't have been the reason statues like Monahan are taken down, but it created a process of review that the city council felt was fair to the community. A Samoan woman from Spokane says the veto felt out of touch. Kiana McKenna, a Samoan woman from Spokane, says the statue reminds her community of a painful past. The statue refers to Samoans as savages. The ordinance would have made the Human Rights Commission responsible for reviewing requests to take statues like this down. Mayor Nadine Woodward believes the Historic Landmarks Commission should be in charge. Her office says she proposed a solution.
So that's why she's proposed to put a human rights representative on the commission. So it is very much a lens that needs to be reviewed, and she supports that, but she wants to do it in the context of the historical and cultural significance.
A city council member who sponsored the ordinance said they spoke with the Historic Landmarks Commission and they felt this was out of their scope.
Had the mayor's office, the administration, talk to the Historic Preservation Office before vetoing it, because they would have gotten that answer that we had already had that discussion and they didn't feel comfortable taking on that the job of looking at these properties.
The process of taking the Monahan statue down affects the Pacific Islander community the most. McKenna said the mayor or the mayor's office has not reached out to their community once to include their voices in the decision. Stratton believes the ordinance would have been the most equitable.
I think it's a good fit for the Human Rights Commission. I think it's a good fit for the this Office of Civil Rights, because a lot of these issues related to statues and art, they're free speech issues, they're issues on diversity and inclusion and equity.
Stratton says while some are against the statue, others want to preserve it for its historical significance. The council has until August 24th to override the veto, and without a Liberal supermajority, it is likely the ordinance is done. Reporting in studio, Marissa Rio, 4 News Now.
Thank you, Marissa. Let's take a live look now over Spokane with temperatures getting ready to rise even more on a Friday.
Oh, I can't wait.
Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker has your weekend forecast.
Yes, enjoy that pleasant evening ahead, because we do have some very hot weather in the forecast. A warming trend will be in the 90s by Sunday, but our excessive heat watch takes effect on Monday, continues through next week, and that's when it's going to get very, very hot. Tuesday, it looks like the day we will see that heat wave peak, and that is why we have declared it a weather alert day. Could reach close to 100 degrees. Temperatures right now are in the 80s around the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area. 81 in Coeur d'Alene, 83 at the airport in Spokane. It's 85 in Spokane Valley. Overnight lows tonight cooling down nicely into the 50s, almost the 40s in Deer Park. This is going to be one of our last very pleasant nights for a while. Now, we do have some clouds moving in from the north that will be filtering our moonlight and our Perseid meteor shower in the very early morning hours, but those clouds will be clearing out as the day goes on. Mostly sunny skies, a high of 88, just a couple of degrees above average, but we are going to see that temperature jump in our forecast. I'll talk more about that and have your 7-day outlook in just a few minutes. Aaron?
Thanks, Chris. Rescuers in Maui are scrambling to find missing people who may be trapped by fires still burning across parts of Maui. At least 55 people have been killed, and officials warn that number will likely go up.
While federal disaster aid has been approved, many survivors say assistance is coming too slowly and their daily struggle is worsening. CNN's Laura Aguirre has more.
Formula, diapers, ice, water, and just food.
From a desperate young mother to an artist losing a 50-year collection.
It hurts, man. It's a lifetime of work. Gone.
The people and the landscape of Western Maui are forever changed.
The fires are still raging here. There's not 100% containment.
Local nonprofits and other groups are working to get supplies into the fire-ravaged areas any way they can.
Churches, nonprofits are sending materials via boat to West Maui and via air because the two ways to access the west side of Maui are closed off to everyone except emergency personnel right now.
Cadaver dog search teams are arriving from stateside. Their mission will be grim.
They need to go through property by property, house by house, just to see who's there.
Many fire survivors are now questioning the public warning system in place.
My phone got one ping as I was getting into my truck, and that was the only evacuation notice we had. That warning was completely useless.
Cole Millington says the island's tsunami warning system should have been utilized.
We're going to look at what is the communication and how could it be better.
But future improvements do little to ease Maui's heartbreaking reality right now.
The Maui police chief referred to Lahaina, the entire town, as a sacred burial ground.
I'm Laura Aguirre reporting.
We told you about this Spokane Valley family who was stranded and separated from each other in Maui as the fires grew around them. We did that last night's newscast. Now they're back together and trying to get back home. You could read about how their getaway turned into a nightmare. Just find this story. It's on KXLY.com.
President Joe Biden is preparing to roll out a major gun safety plan in response to frequent mass shootings and gun violence. The president is expected to take steps to expand background checks and broaden which types of gun sellers are required to comply with federal licensing requirements. While an assault weapons ban is not seen as politically viable, this is seen as the most that can be done toward establishing universal background checks without new legislation.
An investigation into U.S. Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas claiming for the last 30 years he was having his lifestyle subsidized by wealthy benefactors and that by not reporting them he may have broken the law. The report by the nonprofit organization ProPublica claims Justice Thomas was given 38 destination vacations, 2 stays at luxury resorts, private jet flights, and a dozen VIP passes to sporting events. In April, the publication reported Thomas failed to disclose vacations and travel paid for by billionaire Republican donor Harlan Crow.
Hear from folks on the left is that maybe he hasn't violated the letter of these regulations, but he is certainly bringing disrepute on the Supreme Court.
Other members of the court are also facing scrutiny for not reporting luxury trips and using taxpayer-funded staff to help push their private businesses. On Capitol Hill, efforts are now underway from the Senate Judiciary Committee to establish a code of ethics for the justices. Coming up, an annual art piece is on display on the Palouse. Get a bird's eye view in tonight's Air for Adventure. And the ACC has denied Stanford and Cal. How this impacts Washington State, coming up in sports.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Hot tub, hot tub, hot tub. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2023 inventory. Today through Sunday, Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. New 2023 inventory. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. Come see the revolutionary swim spa in action and save up to 60%. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Worry-free installation. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
This summer, happiness is a new Chevy. You can go farther, tow more, and of course you and bring along everyone you love. Your road to happiness begins in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab LT TurboMax pickups, or get $5,100 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
From the very beginning, we've been taught safety is very important. It's an act of love. When we're on the road, every action we take gets everyone to a safer place. Each of us can make a difference. Slow down. Ride sober. Get endorsed. Get training. Alone we are strong. Together we are stronger. And together we get there.
Great Homes of Idaho is having their grand opening August 11th through the 13th in Post Falls. Come in and tour their beautiful model homes by Kit Custom Home Builders, highly customizable with features and options you'll love. Great Homes has been helping customers in Montana create their dream homes for over 25 years. And with their expansion to Post Falls, they would love to help you experience the same. Join them for their August celebration featuring prize drawings and a 20% discount certificate towards numerous upgrades. Only available during this grand opening weekend.
Devastation in America's island paradise. Next, Inside Edition, what to do if you have a vacation in Maui coming up. Should you go? Should you cancel?
A traveler should not attempt to go to Maui right now.
What you need to know. Then, the TV doctor from Botched, how he says his wife saved his life during a medical emergency. Watch the next Inside Edition.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Inside Edition at 7.
Netflix has paved the way for more password-sharing crackdowns. This week, Disney is announcing it's joining in, and analysts now predict more streaming services will soon do the same. Netflix says it succeeded in converting moochers into paying customers, adding nearly 6 million new subscribers in the most recent quarter, 3 times greater than expectations.
Well, here is some weather. You'll want to get into the air conditioning if you can and watch your shows, because it is going to get very hot next week. We have a weather alert day for Tuesday. There is an excessive heat watch for that day. That is when we expect this heat wave to peak. The excessive heat watch starts on Monday and continues through Thursday of next week. Temperatures will be in the mid to upper 90s, could even reach 100 degrees. Here's a look at your temperature trend over the next 7 days. Today we topped out at 84, just a little below our average high of 86, but we'll be a little above tomorrow at 88 degrees. Then into the 90s on Sunday, mid to upper 90s starting Monday and continuing all the way through Friday of next week. So far this season, our warmest day has been 97, and we hit 97 on 3 different days in July. Have not gone up to 99, and we have not hit that 100-degree mark. We average 1 a season, and we're going to make a run for it. Here's our odds of hitting 100 degrees or higher. This is updated this afternoon. A 9% chance on Monday, not very good, but it goes up to a 51% chance on Tuesday. So decent odds before things tail off again by Friday. Only a 5% chance of hitting 100 degrees or higher. Not necessarily a mark we want to hit. Here's a look at our high temperatures for tomorrow. We'll just be a little bit above average, but there'll be some 90s on the map, including Lewiston, Moses Lake, and Grand Coulee. 92 degrees in Omak. We'll be in the 80s in Colville and Sandpoint. 85 degrees in Coeur d'Alene. Here's a look at your highs for Sunday. A lot more 90s to be found, including in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, Moscow and Pullman. 1 triple digit. Lewiston, 101 degrees. Mid-90s in Moses Lake, and Ritzville, 97 in Omak and Grand Coulee. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. The only sign of any moisture, we have a few clouds that will be drifting through early tomorrow morning. Partly cloudy skies when you wake up, but then we are into the sunshine with very dry conditions through the 7-day forecast. Again, Tuesday, a weather alert day with high temperature of 99 degrees. Could be the warmest day of the season. Kirsten?
A lot to watch. Thank you, Chris. Well, there's a consumer alert for anyone who uses dry shampoo. Anyone who bought certain Batiste dry shampoos since May 30th is entitled to a refund under the conditions of the $2.5 million settlement. You can see some of the dry shampoos that are included in this recall on your screen. These products, according to the recall, contain too much benzene, which is classified as a carcinogen. And if you have a receipt, you'll get back the full purchase price by filing a claim. If you don't have your receipt, you can get $2 per product. Claims must be received by November 15th.
Plus, Target is recalling 2 million candles for jars breaking while it's burning. It includes multiple scents of the Threshold glass jar candles. To see if yours is included in the recall, check the item number on the bottom of the jar and see the specific list of candles affected on the Target website. They can be returned for a full refund. It is harvest time on the Palouse. Thousands of acres of wheat being harvested from the rolling hills. And there is another yearly event happening in one of those fields, WSU's annual crop art mural.
Yes, it is at the intersection of Highway 195 and 270, just outside of Pullman. It's tonight's Air for Adventure.
Right now we're in the middle of harvest. It's the best farm ground in the whole United States. We've got nice rolling hills. We get 20 to 24 inches of rain usually is enough to raise decent crops, and it's just a great place to be. We're about 1.5 miles west of Pullman. Fultz Brothers Farms, which is a conglomerate of quite a few different ones. Where I live right here, we farm about 1,200 acres. And then all together, we farm 4 or 5 times that. Oh, of course I'm a kook. I went to school there and graduated in 1970 in agronomy. The artist, he is the one who came by and thought that I had a good spot for it, you know, because it's right where the intersection goes into Pullman, and you turn and you look right at our fields. He just thought it was a good spot, and he liked it, and I said, hey, yeah, let's do it.
You know, there's a lot of terms for it. I like agroglyphs, you know, carving on the ground. The ancient people have done it forever. I've been an artist since I was, you know, I was an artist in school, in the family, and an artist in high school, and then went off to Wichita State on an art scholarship, and then started to do the earthworks when I was about 22. So I'll be 73 in, I guess, a few days. So with this wheat stubble, we basically knock it down and we have a wheat stubble background. That's the color that remains in the image, because for an image to adapt well visually to the landscape, you need some of the landscape in the image. So it doesn't look like we just went up there with a spray gun and painted an image. We want it to look natural. We want it to look like it's supposed to be there and not just fake. If you think about it, the compost we're using is detritus material from this whole area brought in, condensed down to this beautiful dark compost, and we spread that back on the ground, which is good for the ground, but it also brings all of that history back onto the piece.
How can you not love that story? That is cool.
Amazing.
Now here's a look at ABC's primetime lineup tonight.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
We all know Spokane seasons. Winter, fake spring, second winter, construction, surface of the sun, and now smoke season. Keep your home smoke-free. Breathe easy all year. Holiday heating, cooling, and electric. Your air quality experts.
People who come to the Inland Northwest rave about its beauty.
For those of us who live and work here, we couldn't agree more. From its iconic history
to a ton of new beginnings.
We have farm-to-table roots and access to nature right out our back door.
And as a community member, BECU wants to honor those who work to together to make life better for our region.
Come out and enjoy top female athletes competing for the LPGA Tour. BECU, proud sponsor of the Epson Tour at Circling Raven Golf Course this August.
HAR, family owned since 1930. Go where the builders go.
What are you gonna build?
Hepatitis C? Don't just treat it. Crush it with Mavorite.
Conquer it with Mavorite.
Cure it with Mavorite. Mavorite cures all types of Hep C.
In only 8 weeks.
The virus multiplies daily and can damage the liver over time. Mavorite stops Hep C and cures it. If you've had hepatitis B, it may flare up and cause serious liver problems during and after treatment. Tell your doctor if you've had Hep B, a liver or kidney transplant, other liver problems, HIV, other medical conditions, and all your medicines. Do not take Mavorite with atazanavir or rifampin. Report right away yellow skin, stomach pain or swelling, confusion and bleeding or bruising.
Hep C? Crush it with Mavorite.
Conquer it.
Cure it in only 8 weeks. See Hep C gone with Mavorite.
Ask your doctor about Mavorite. AbbVie could help you save.
At Kaiser Permanente, we care for all those who make your family, well, your family. That's why all of us work together to give them the care and caring that any family would. Kaiser Permanente, for all that is you.
Beat the heat. Always water before 10 a.m. or after 6 p.m.
The Jennifer Hudson Show is here.
I left work to come.
You left work? They gonna see you. He's with me today. We're lighting up daytime, baby.
You're gonna bless people every single day.
We're giving back, lifting each other up.
Something hits you in your heart.
We're doing it all.
The Jennifer Hudson Show, weekdays at 2, only on 4 News Now.
We all know Spokane seasons. Winter, fake spring, second winter, construction, surface of the sun, and now smoke season. Keep your home smoke-free. Breathe easy all year. Holiday heating, cooling, and electric. Your air quality experts.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Cal Superstore in Airway Heights.
Well, Washington State is still scrambling to find a new conference. Welcome into sports. I'm Julian Minenso. No decisions were made at the special WSU Board of Regents meeting this morning. The board met behind closed doors for nearly an hour. It is unclear what was discussed, but this special meeting was the same format as the other Pac-12 schools that they held regarding athletics. Earlier this week, Washington State Athletic Director Pat Chun criticized the Pac-12 for its poor leadership that led to the conference fallout. In the last week, Washington, Oregon, Arizona, Arizona State, and Utah all announced they were leaving the Pac-12 to join the Big Ten or Big 12. Stanford and Cal's dream of joining a new conference has stalled. College football insiders are reporting Stanford and Cal came 1 vote short of becoming the newest members of the ACC. If the decision stands, it leaves the 4 Pac-12 schools still looking for answers. The Mountain West Conference has been named as a possible landing spot for Washington State. However, Oregon State University President Jayati Murthy said she is in favor of rebuilding the Pac-12 conference and keeping the remaining schools together. And the Washington State football team has been dealing with all the distractions of conference realignment during fall camp. And with the amount of reports and information on social media, it's become hard to ignore. The Cougars are leaning on their veteran players during this time of uncertainty, like senior wide receiver Lincoln Victor.
Knowing that it's bigger than us, there's a lot of things that are out of our control, and knowing that we have to focus on what's the hot topic now, and that's getting better every single day, coming into the facility with whatever your intention is. Like today, for example, I wanted to get a first down. If I could get a first down for the offense, we'll have another set of racks to be able to go and put the ball in the end zone and make positive reinforcement for our offense.
Now, the Cougars hit the field for their first scrimmage of the fall on Saturday. And this is pretty cool. The Washington Little League baseball team is heading to the Little League World Series. The boys from Seattle beat Alaska 12-1 and will represent the Northwest region in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Washington, they're pretty good. They haven't lost a game yet. They will take on Maine in their first matchup of the World Series on Thursday. Exciting stuff there. That'll wrap us up for sports.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
Find amazing deals store-wide during the anniversary sale at Furniture Row. Every sofa, every dining table, and every bed is on sale. Plus 5 years, no interest financing. The anniversary sale on now at Furniture Row.
Summer storms, sudden, intense, dangerous. 4 News Now First Alert Weather warns you in advance.
Up to quarter-size hail.
Keeping you informed until the threat is past and your family is safe. On the air, on the app, only on 4 News Now.
At Horizon Credit Union, we believe your dreams and the path that fulfills them are what makes life special. It's about the freedom to spend time making memories. It's the convenience of easy banking, so you can hit the road with confidence. It's the perfect little moments you cherish forever. No matter where you are, we can help you get there. Come see us today in branch, online, or anywhere on your path.
America, come along with our adventure seekers, the Sanchez family, and discover summer with the Ford F-150. See how available features like Pro Trailer Backup Assist make backing up as easy as turning a knob. Watch as Pro Power on board lights up the night. And Ford Blue Cruise makes driving even more fun.
Now we're cruising.
Lease a well-equipped 2023 F-150 for just $399 a month for 36 months, only at your local Ford dealer.
The new double pepperoni Crazy Crust pizza is so nice, we pepperonied it twice. With classic and old world pepperoni, sprinkled with toasted cheeses and garlic parm crust you've got to see in slow-mo. Available for $8.99 only at Little Caesars.
Pizza. Put your mind on island time and join Spokane Valley Summer Theater for the biggest party of the summer. The regional premiere of Jimmy Buffett's Escape to Margaritaville, running through August 20th at University High School Theater. Tickets at sbsummertheater.com or 509-368-7897.
Find amazing deals store-wide during the anniversary sale at Furniture Row. Every sofa, every dining table, and every bed is on sale. Plus 5 years, no interest financing. The anniversary sale, on now at Furniture Row.
4 News Now is brought to you by Car Wash Plaza.
Here's your 7-day forecast. It's going to be warm and sunny this weekend and then hot next week.
Get ready. We're ending the week with kind of a bittersweet moment. Everybody calls it that. But
I think it's just bitter. I feel bitter.
Oh.
Okay.
At me?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just all sad, no smiles.
But I helped you get cake today.
Oh, that's a good point. Never mind.
Just ice cream cake.
We're saying goodbye, right? But not forever, because our dear friend Aaron is going to be sticking around. I just buried the lead there and said everything. But Aaron's been here for more than 11 years. Chris knows that at 4 News Now in 2 different stretches.
Yeah,
and
a little off and on.
Leaving us for a new adventure. We do want to take a little trip down memory lane, though.
Watch
you
the
haven't
hair.
seen this.
Watch the hair, I'm
you
sure.
haven't seen this one. Okay, so Aaron has done weather.
Ooh.
He's done some dancing. Of course, reporting, very serious. Live breaking news, newscasts.
Oh, Northeast Youth Center.
Yes, lots of community involvement. He also did some anchoring from his living room, and he has just been a constant for us here at 4 News Now and for so many of you who watch. We are so fortunate to have you as an amazing journalist, but an even better friend, and we're going to miss you so much. A lot of people have been calling in, Aaron, since you made your announcement.
Oh, I met an astronaut, the future mayor.
That's right.
So many fun memories running Bloomsday. Hey, look at that trio. 3 Stooges. It's been more than I could have imagined that it would be. That is something that you learn really quick, that whatever you're goofing around doing with the promo guys, they will use that against you for any time that they can. But I've been so privileged to just meet so many members of the community. I've told stories of triumph, stories of heartbreak, stories of overcoming. So those will be the stories that I remember the most. Not the ones where you meet cool people. It's cool to meet astronauts and actors and things like that, but I think just the people who you interact with every day and you may not know their stories, those are the ones you always take away and remember. Also, people always like to ask, and thank you for the flowers, Julian. I don't know, you just brought
appeared.
These over. People always ask, do you have a story that's the most memorable? And I was like, I don't think you look at it like one piece of the the artwork. It's you take it in totality. But World Naked Gardening Day was pretty memorable too.
Oh, is that what you're?
You gotta use some creative.
Guess what? I gardened today.